Alright, so anyone who's been paying attention to me for any amount of time knows I don't really fuck with police. I've had lots of interactions with police. I've been arrested a lot. I don't fuck with the police over here. I don't really like the police. I understand they exist and whatnot. It's cool, whatever. But I don't cooperate with them. I don't co-sign them. You know what I'm saying? But I feel it's sort of something that needs to be done when there's one that's a good cop. Or like when the media tries to spin some shit about a good cop, it needs to be noted. It needs to be corrected. Because we need good cops. Okay, the reason I don't fuck with police is obviously because who I am. But in general, it's like, you got really asshole cops. I got cops that beat the shit out of me for 1 minute and 4 seconds. I got cops that fucking done nearly killed me. Okay, I got cops who done nearly killed me for some fucking racist reasons. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I've seen the best and worst. I've seen cops that harassed the fuck out of me. Literally have told me they was harassing me to an extent in 2 different locations to get me to move out of those locations. So I've seen the worst of policing. When you're a criminal, police is like occupational hazard. Like, it come with the job. Like, you gonna run into them sooner or later. You don't get away with everything. Otherwise, you wasn't a criminal very long. You feel what I'm saying? So, now keep in mind, there was a video out here of someone where the police intentionally like dove on their back to shoot low so the motherfucker wouldn't die. Dude lived. I discussed that on my channel mainly because of how his mentality was. I might put a link to that in this video. However, so over there on the Young Turks, which I hate a lot of these news outlets because it seems like them motherfuckers get some sick pleasure out of watching these videos where the police kill a black man. I swear to God, like look at the white boy's face especially, and look at how lightheartedly the fucking Sink Uger or whatever his name is tried to explain the shit. Like, neither of them have ever or probably will ever have to run from the fucking police in their life. This shit got my blood boiling. Like, I had commented earlier on the shit. I said, so you got people who never ran from the police in their life talking about why somebody gonna run from the police. God damn. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show y'all the clips and I'm gonna tell you the problems I have with how they broke it down. Because if the police had really done some bullshit like they did with Tyree Nichols, or they did with Rodney King, or they did with George Floyd, any of the other shit that was really bullshit that the police did, I call it like I see it. These police was regretting that happened. They didn't want that to happen. The one who shot, I'm pretty sure he was like, fuck. And I think he regretted that shit as soon as he did that shit. You could hear it in his voice. And I wouldn't just say that. I don't say that about the police. But the motherfuckers who did that shit with Tyree Nichols, them motherfuckers should burn in hell. The motherfuckers who did that shit with George Floyd, motherfuckers should burn in hell. You feel what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers did that shit with Rodney King, should burn in hell. Every time motherfucking, the dude from fucking OJ case, what the fuck, Mark Furman, every time they have him on Fox News, because he's a known racist, he fucking said the N-word, like, with the ER hundreds of times in the fucking recording, right? Every time I see him over there on Fox News, I leave it in the comments, like, don't be putting him up there, like, why are you doing that? So, I call it like I see it, and hearing the type of shit these motherfuckers is saying, it's sick. I'm sorry, that shit is sick, like, just like how I said, if you post that Tyree Nichols video of what happened to him more than once, like even once, I won't post that shit once. No, that is like, because that's sick, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? You just want to see the motherfucker die again and again? It's the way they was talking about it, bro. Like, it was some type of, like, water cooler conversation, bro. It was sick. These it wouldn't be that sick except for the fact that these motherfuckers is motherfuckers who will never have to run from the police in their fucking life. These motherfuckers is people who I doubt, unless they're famous, have any black friends. So, it's fucking wild to me that they're even talking about this shit. It pissed me the fuck off. It really get me the fuck mad. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the fact that, like, I support the police. That's not it at all. And motherfuckers who've been watching this, they know that. It's a matter of, like, it's almost like to prevent all them asshole cops from being prevalent, when it's some shit where it's really bullshit and the police was really doing the right thing, at least to put it like this, they shouldn't have shot him. Point blank. That motherfucker shouldn't have got shot. That's about the extent of wrongness on the police's part. Is that the dude who shot him really shouldn't have shot him. He could have done it a different way, and I seen that. So that's the one part I'll agree with that was wrong, is that the cop who shot him shouldn't have shot him. But the way that they're trying to slander it, other than that, is just disgusting. And it's like they getting some type of sick enjoyment of watching the motherfucker die. Like, you can see it subtly on their facial features. I'll break that down too. So here, check this out, man.
A Shreveport, Louisiana police officer was arrested earlier this week on a charge of negligent homicide.
As he should, because like I said earlier, there was no reason for him to get shot. I agree with that completely. The main reason I'm pointing this out is not about the situation itself. It's about the way the Young Turks shouldn't be commenting on this situation.
In a fatal shooting that occurred earlier this month in which Alonzo Bagley, an unarmed black man, was shot and killed. Now, since then, multiple police officer body cams have been released, and we are going to show some of the footage. Obviously, bear in mind, this is content that is quite difficult to watch as we proceed.
What's your name?
Alonzo.
Hey, can you step out for me?
No. What you need? My dog. I got dog.
No, come on in, sir. You disturbing the peace. So people next door over there.
Let me put my dog.
Sit down.
Let me put my dog.
Sit down.
That's right.
Let her. Hey, come here. Come here.
Put my dog up.
She can put the dog up.
That's right. You disturbing the peace. They got weed back there. They clowning. The woman next door, him. She already. I'm about to get you quick. Don't make me keep it over. He locked the door and stuff. There you go.
Hey, hey! He went that way, Todd.
Oh, gosh. You shot me. Oh, no.
Dispatch, send EMS right now. Shots fired, shots fired.
No. No, sir. Sir.
Hey, hey,
No. No.
Tyler.
No.
Tyler, you good? Hey, hey,
No.
hey, come on. Come on. Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on. Come on.
No,
Come on.
man. No.
Come on.
No, man.
Now, I didn't even really want to include that in there, but you need it for the context. The one officer who didn't shoot him and was applying CPR, that's the type of cops we need in this world. Okay, since the world's decided that we, I guess, need cops or whatever, those is the type of ones we want to have. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm speaking as a criminal because as a criminal, you go encounter them. Like some criminals will say that they're your co-workers. I don't go that far because I'm not working with them. We're not cooperating on anything. It's like an occupational hazard.
So at least based on the footage that we see in this particular case, the police at least seem affected.
I wouldn't say they seem remorseful because I don't know if the police is like that. The one police is like that because it's the one who shot him who's really like that. I don't know if that emotion is caused by the fact that he did it or the fact that he knows he's going to go to jail for it. So I can't say he's remorseful, but that it's more emotional than the way he tries to put it. See how he tries to like downplay everything? Like, you feel me? You can't, like, this is the big problem is that these motherfuckers is never in this situation, okay? I've been in this situation, and I get flat because of my complexion that, like, this shit is just, it don't affect, which is not true. You feel what I'm saying? I've been almost killed by police. Do it make the news? Hell no, and I don't expect it to.
By what they had just done, which is novel in these sorts of cases.
Yeah, I actually think.
They seem affected by what they had just done, which is novel. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? Like, both these motherfuckers got like a constant smirk when talking about this shit. And like, they'll both try to play it off like they always have it too, but I noticed they don't.
That's the most interesting part of this particular shooting. So first,
Bro, there's nothing interesting about a police shooting. That shit is fucked up. The fact that you hear the words they're using, like, that's terrible, bro.
Why did he run? Well, this might.
Let's be clear. He ran because the police was after him, bro, and he wasn't trying to go to jail. And he thought he could make it, bro. Let's be clear. Listen, he shouldn't have got shot. I'm 100% with that. My whole issue is the way that these motherfuckers on the Young Turks, who is not ever in this position, never have been, probably never will be, is trying to exploit this shit for views, man.
Might be relevant. He'd earlier filed a police report several years back saying that he'd been abused by the cops.
So have I.
They'd handcuffed him. He'd somehow gotten the handcuffs in front of him. The cops say we were having trouble getting him out of the car, and he says no, they just didn't like that he, twisted his hands around and punched him in the face several times, broke his eye socket, and knocked out his teeth.
Those are the types of cops we don't want or need in this community or any community, but they exist, unfortunately.
So now, media reports say that it is not clear how that was adjudicated, so we don't know if that was who was telling the truth about that.
I don't know how none of the complaints I filed was adjudicated either, so.
But the possibility exists that the last time he had been handcuffed by the police, he was severely abused.
Listen, I've ran from the cops. After they've beat my ass, I've ran from the cops. After they almost killed me, I've ran from the cops. Do you know what was in my mind both those times? Not, they're gonna beat my ass again. I'm gonna get away from these motherfuckers and get low. That's what was in my fucking mind, bro. It wouldn't, listen, if it was Rodney King giving the news talking about this, I would have nothing to say.
So you can see why he might not want to get handcuffed by the police if that's just to give you guys context, because if you're an accountant and you've never run from the cops, you might be confused as to why people run from the cops.
Just to give you fucking context? Context! Bro, you've never had to run from the police, so what the fuck are you talking about context, man? I don't never get like this on here, so that's how you know it should really piss me off. Oh my fucking, he really just said to give y'all context like he had been there before. God fucking damn. I only made this video because I seen mad people up-liked the fucking comment I posted. So I said, let me bring this to the masses. People like this, bro, go tell them that they not in the streets.
Well, that's sometimes because when you don't run from the cops, they kick the living crap out of you. And when you do run from the cops, sometimes they kill you.
Bro, you've never run from the cops, bro. You've never run from the cops. So what the fuck do you know happens if you run from the cops? Granted, a lot of times, that's what does happen. Not every time, though. Usually, can't say usually. There's been a lot of times, like, because they look at that as you trying to run somewhere to get something to shoot at them. That's how they look at that. So, yeah, it does tend to go left. It does tend to go left. But it's the fact that he's talking about it like he's been there. Like, keep in mind, yes, the cops should be in jail who did that shit, who shot him and all that shit. Yes, because there's no reason to shoot him. That could have been, I see so many ways of just calling back up, cutting him off, or whatever the case is, and you can resolve that with either a taser or your hands. There's no reason to go to that level. You feel what I'm saying? And I could tell the other cop didn't want it to go to that level. So, just like when I put it like this, right? I don't fuck with police, but when they do the right thing and the media try to talk shit, like Malcolm X said, I have a severe problem when the media be doing shit that I consider psychological warfare. This is psychological warfare, and even more than that, I consider it like they looking at that shit like they get off to that shit or something. It's sick. That's sick. That's why I think they focus it on police killing black dudes, because that's what gets them off. If it was white people, it wouldn't get them off. I'm serious. Like, I think they're really sick like that. I'm out of this bitch, man.